Yes, yes, Mr. Weekend.
Okay, today we will look at our topic is Pythagoras Theorem. I know this is new topic for you, right?
Doesn't matter. You start it
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, our topic for this session is we're going to look at Pythagoras Theorem, and our objective, as you can see, you can use Pythagorean theorem to find sides of triangle, and the second one is calculate the area of a triangle, square, and rectangle. So let's move to the next slide. Pythagoras theorem is used in a right angle triangle to find the sides of the triangle. As you can see, the longer side of the triangle they are called hypotenuse, and this side is they are called base, and this one is the actually they are sometimes called the height. So, for example, if B is 4 cm and A is 3 cm, and we are asked to find the size of the C, which is unknown. We'll find the sides, or the length of the longest hypotenuse by using this theorem there, or the formula there. So the formula is, as you can see, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or you can write as c squared, which is longest side, equals a squared plus b squared. We have said that a squared here is the size is 3 cm. Okay, 3 squared plus b is which is this side here, which is 4, and 4 squared. C squared is 3 squared plus 4 squared. So 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9, plus 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16, equals 25. Okay, c squared is 25. So we want to find the value of c. So always remember that when we want to find the value of a letter, we take the ratio inverse, right? So the opposite for squared is square root. So you take square root on both sides. What is the square root of 25? The square root of 25 is c equals 5. So at last your value for c is 5 cm here. Okay, now let's look at another example. Let's move on. It says find the height of isosceles triangle. You know that the height in triangle is the perpendicular height, or it's formed at 90 degrees. So, for example, isosceles triangle is two sides are same and one is different. So, let's say this side is 5 and this side is 5 and this side is 8. So we are asked to find the height. So height is let's say we rule line in the middle coming straight down, and it forms here 90 degrees. So height is actually talking about this part here. So when you see, when you draw in the middle it coming down, it split the base into half. So actually you take this triangle out. So when you take this triangle out, it forms like this. So 5 here, you have you have 5 here, and you have 5 here, which is longer side, and the half of 8 is 4, so 4 is this one, and this is the height. We actually want to find the height. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem by finding the height of the triangle. So c squared equals a squared plus, let's say this time 8 squared. So c squared is longer side, which is 5. So 5 squared equals a is given, which is 4 squared plus 8 squared. So 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. Equals 4 squared is 16 plus 8. So you'll bring a positive 16 on the other, it becomes negative 16 equals leave the h squared alone. So 25 minus 16 is 9 equals h squared. So if h squared is actually talking about the final square root, so square root of 9 is actually 3. 3 equals 8, so thus your height is 3. So height for this one is 3. Let's move on to another example. It says, what is the area of a right angle triangle below? So you know that the formula for calculating a triangle is area equals half times base times height. Since height is this area here, so it's not given. So we have to, before we find the area of a triangle, we have to find the height of a triangle first by using a Pythagoras Theorem. So c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So c squared is with its longest side, which is 10 squared equals a squared is actually talking about the 6 here, 6 squared here, and b squared is actually talking about the height. So that's what h squared here. So 10 times 10 is 100 equals 6 times 6 is 36 plus h squared. So bring the 36 on the other side, it comes from minus 36 equals h squared. 100 minus 36 is 64. 64 equals 8 squared, so the square root of 64 is 8. So actually, at last 8 equals 8. So you find the value of height is which is 8 here. Now you can find the area of the triangle by slotting all the value given there. So area equals base times height, all of them on 2. So the base is 6 times height is 8, all of them on 2. So 2 into 2 goes 1, 2 into 8 goes 4. So you have only 6 times 4 equals 24 square centimeters. So this is your area for triangle. Well, let's move on. Okay, it says calculate the area and perimeter of a triangle given. So you already know that the area of a triangle A equals base times height on 2. So the base is this one, 14, times height is turnover, this is, which is 5, equals on 2 here. So 2 into 2 goes 1, 2 into 14 goes 7. So 7 times 5 equals 35. 35 square centimeters, since this is in a cm. And let's find the perimeter. So the perimeter for finding in a triangle is add all the sides. So A plus B plus C. So you add 6, 12, and 14 here. So 12 plus 6 plus 14 equals 32. Yeah. Is that clear? Okay. Let's move on to next. Sorry. Okay, the next is it says calculate the area and the perimeter of a rectangle. You know, I think you know the formula for calculating the area of a rectangle. So area equals just length times width. So the length is turn over this one, 8, and the width is this one. So 8 times 3 equals 24 square centimeters. This is the area. So let's find the perimeter. You know that the formula for calculating perimeter for rectangle is 2 2L plus 2W. So 2L is the overall length, so 2 times the length is 8 plus 2 times the width is 3. So 2 times 8 is 16 plus 2 times 3 is 6. So 16 plus 6 is 22 cm. That's your perimeter. So actually the formula for perimeter is P equals 2 outside there, L plus W. So when you extend the brackets, you come to this one. And last one here, before you take a break, let's look at calculating area and the perimeter of a square. You know that the formula for calculating the area of a square is area equals S squared, or side times side, or length times width. So the length is given and the width is given, or side is given. So 20 times 20 equals 400 square centimeters. That's for the area for the square. Now let's find the perimeter for the square. You know that perimeter equals 4A. Or in other words, add all the size. Four times 20 equals 80 cm. Or you can add 20 plus another 20 here and 20 here. You add all of them, you will still get 80 cm. That brings to the first session of our lesson, and I think